I'll talk and then it'll go to Pete.
Okay.
All right. Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Racers News Network Live. We are very happy to have our second first time winner joining us tonight. Of course, I'm talking about Lizzie Finkel. She won this past weekend in her big car, and that's her first win, right, Lizzie?
It is.
First win in a big car at Lebanon Valley. You're already tied with Pete for big car wins, I think.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk to her a little bit, learn a little bit more about her racing career. And Pete, do you know Lizzie?
I do not know.
You do not. This young lady is a firefighter.
I actually got that because I was smart enough to read your ad when you posted it. So
Cool.
let me learn a little something anyway.
Little something. All right. So Lizzie, welcome to Racers News Network Live, and I'm going to turn you over to the capable hands of Pete Sanka.
Hey
All
Lizzie,
right.
how
Thank
are
you very
you?
much.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate having you on.
Can you
Thank
hear
you
us?
for having me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we're having some video audio issues. I don't know if it's because of the storms that are rolling through. So we couldn't get Lizzie on Zoom. We have her on the phone instead. So if you guys could bear with us while we navigate through this. Um, Wanted to congratulate her on her first win in a big car, which is telling me that you were a junior dragster racer. Yes? No?
I was actually never in junior dragsters. I started in my dad's 68 Camaro. It's fuel injected. I got my NHRA license in 2018.
Oh,
I
very cool.
grew up I grew up riding horses and competing with them, and I decided to stick with them up until about 2017. But I've always been involved in drag racing my entire life.
Excellent. So how long have you had this car that you're in?
This will be my third season. I got it November 11th of 2023.
Excellent. And you finally got your first win. That must have felt great.
It did. We've had to work through a lot of different things. We redid the entire car, and then we redid the engine this winter before the season just to freshen it and go through it. And then we were dealing with a lot of other mechanical issues. So we finally, over the last couple of weeks, got it together, and we were able to pull off one win so far, which is very, very achieving with what we've had to go through and get to this point.
Absolutely. So tell us about your day. How did it start? How did you do?
So any normal day, I warmed up the car. I got in it and I just did a couple time shots, and I always get super nervous because it's just I'm competitive and I've never really liked to lose, and then I kind of when I do, I try and figure out what I did wrong so I can learn from it and
Yeah.
continue. And I feel like throughout the day, my luck was on my side a little bit. Um, but I had a good reaction to start off, and the car was on point the entire day, which was fantastic because it's been all over the place. So for it to finally be dialed in and us know what to dial, um, and then also to be able to have a consistent reaction the entire day was fantastic, and it made me
Awesome.
feel great.
Yeah, it's got to feel good when you can finally start trusting the car.
Exactly, we're finally coming together. Like it took little bits at a time. I got the men down, the burnout staging. It took me a little bit because it's different compared to a door car, which I started in.
Sure.
And then I started this year really getting a hang of the top end and trying to learn where I am and kind of if I have room to lift or if I'm going too fast. And I think I'm starting to get the hang of that part.
Good, good. Yeah, that's always been the hardest part for me is driving the top end. I tend to go overboard to try and make my car as consistent as possible because I really don't always trust my driving up top. So you're going to figure out that that's something that you're probably going to work on your whole racing career because there are some weeks when I feel like I can see it like a robot. And then there's some weeks where I feel like I'm driving from the stream that's alongside Lebanon Valley Dragway. It's crazy how you could see things totally different.
Yeah, it's definitely different. And then it's also really different up there because we have the wind consistently changing. I mean, most of the time we have a very, very strong headwind, and then we got the dirt track right next door. So when you get to past the 8th mile into that dirt track, it just becomes a tunnel of wind. So running quarter, you dance a lot at top end. So you just
Right.
have to be careful driving, and then also kind of know if you lose that wind, you might go a little quicker than what you expected.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. And a lot of people look at a dragster and they think they're really aerodynamic. And that's true if you're driving straight into a headwind. But crosswinds, like what you experience between the bleachers and the circle track at Lebanon Valley, they really like to push the dragster side to side because a dragster is basically
I've had some
it's a
of
sheet
those.
of plywood just standing up straight.
Yeah, exactly. It can be difficult, and I was always told when I first was licensing in it to just drive with feather fingers. Don't overdrive, because I learned on the door car you have a little bit more capability of turning the steering wheel a little bit more to straighten yourself out.
Sure.
Where with the dragster you have to be very, very careful because it can go wrong really quickly.
Yep. Yeah, without a doubt. So, how many rounds was the race?
It was 5 rounds.
Nice. Very nice. And you just mowed through the
That's
field and found yourself in the final round.
I did. Yep, that's actually the most rounds I've ever gone with this car. So it felt nice to make it that far. I didn't have a runner up last year, but I don't think it was as many rounds. I don't quite remember. It was for the NHRA TV challenge. So that at the end of last year was also a big help, knowing that I am capable of moving forward and moving through these rounds and getting down the track and getting those win lights. So
Yeah,
coming into this year, it was very, very
some sometimes you just need a
rewarding
reminder
at the
that you
end.
actually know how to do this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, when you are not racing your car, Chris told me that you are a firefighter.
I'm a volunteer for department in Clinton Corners. It's called East Clinton Fire Department. And then I work for a automotive shop full time, Monday
Oh,
through
very cool.
Friday.
Very cool. So, what kind of stuff do you do at the automotive shop?
At the automotive shop, I'm a service advisor, and I also work with parts. So I'm working a lot with customers and also with technicians and helping get them the proper parts they need for the vehicles.
That's awesome. It's too bad you're not closer to where I am because I'd love to have you come down someday and talk to the kids that I teach.
That would be cool. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely nice.
Now,
Yeah.
do you have any ambition to become a professional firefighter?
I would like to. I've always thought about it. But I don't want to be an EMT. And a lot of departments around here that are paid require you to have it. Because on every rig, they send an EMS call, most of the engines. So they want you to have it, even if you run a different, like the ladder truck, you switch each shift, or you might pick up a shift on an engine where you need to have it. So they require everyone to have it, and it's just not something I would like to do, honestly. But yeah, that would be cool if I could.
In one of my many past lives, I was a firefighter and a paramedic.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I
I
tried the paramedic course and it just wasn't for me.
yeah, it's definitely a I don't want to say you either have it or you don't. It's either something you take a really big interest in, or you're just kind of like, no, I'm good.
I think
Yeah,
it's
you
something
have to
that you either
have
have the stomach for it or you don't.
Right.
exactly. Exactly.
I would love to be able to help people, but as soon as I see blood, someone will be helping me. So
Mhm.
yeah, won't do us any good.
That's definitely sometimes in my cases. But I kind of like work through it. But I have gotten to the point where I was nauseous a couple times. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't think I could do this full time.
Couple of my friends that were in the military came out as corpsmen and then became paramedics. And I was teamed up with one particular guy, and he was great during the call itself. The adrenaline's flowing, he's doing it, he's getting it done, he's dropping the IVs. But then, an hour, 2 hours later, when the adrenaline wears off, he's over in the bathroom. Bleh.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So
So, what does the rest of your race schedule look like? Are you racing for points?
I am racing for points. Going into this year, my goal was to go to bracket finals. It still is my goal at this point. I have to go a few rounds to get there. I had some difficulties yesterday, and so now I've dropped down to 28th. But I still, being there and not dropping that far from where I was last week, it still gives me a chance to be able to try and get there. I just need to really work my butt off these next 5 races
Yep.
to get there. But that is my plan. I would really love to try to have the opportunity to go to nationals.
Very cool. The bracket finals are at Lebanon Valley this year, correct?
They are. Yeah. So that would be definitely a big win if, if I would be able to have that chance to run and then have that chance to win for our track. The owner, Howie, is at my trailer every single weekend. He stops by throughout the day
Yeah.
and talks to us for like 10, 15 minutes at a time. So it'd be nice to be able to do that for him.
Awesome.
very cool. Now, do you have any ambitions to maybe run a divisional event here and there?
I am going to run the divisionals this coming week, or not this week, but next week, 4th of July weekend at the Valley. I was going to go out to New Media for their like couple day. I think it was like 5 or 10,000 for the 4th of July spectacular. But I decided to stay home and try again in Super Comp. I've been trying the last couple years, but I've been getting better and better. Pro Tree is definitely a lot harder.
Oh yeah.
So I literally have to, what I do to help, because I do have practice tree, but it just doesn't somehow click really. So I go and stand at top of staging and I just watch the cars go down and just practice as
Yep.
they go down.
Yeah,
Just
it's
emotions
not that
that
a
I gotta
pro
go.
tree is harder. It's just that like it's what you get used to. I've been racing pro tree for years, and then when I dabble in bracket racing, it's so different that pro tree came second nature to me. So it's just something that if you're gonna practice, you'll get it without a problem. I struggle going back and forth because I hit the gas, don't hit the gas, hit the button. It takes me a couple of passes before I get acclimated to what I'm doing.
Exactly. That's how my dad was, because he started with NITO, which is Northeast Timing Organization, and
Yep.
the comp class runs a pro tree. So he was used to that for years until we stopped traveling, and then he was running points, so he had to change to the nostalgia tree. So it was
Right.
kind of the same way, but he got a hang of that.
Yeah, you'll get it. You're young and smart, so you'll be way better at it than I am. That's for sure.
I had it like a couple times. I literally, the first year that I ever ran divisionals, I was actually kind of ready to give up that one
Yeah.
day because I was like, I'm not getting it. And then I kind of had my dad there, and he was like, "You are not going home." So luckily that night got rained out, and then the next day, we were on the fence of running first round. We weren't running first round, and then we ended up running it at like 5:30. So they like slowed the dirt track down that night, and I pulled off a good light. I pulled off a 004 against one of the heavy hitters. I forget who it was because it was a couple years ago. But he was really impressed. He came up, congratulated me, and was like, "Are you gonna run the circuit?" I was like, "No, I'm just trying here. I haven't
That's
never had
awesome.
the chance to because I have a car that I can do it with now."
Good. So you'll be up there this year, which is great because I could get to meet you. I should be up there
Yeah,
racing Super
definitely.
Street in something. I'm not sure what yet, but I'll be there. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's awesome. It's a
Yeah,
divisional is a whole. As you know, it's a whole different kind of race. It can be like very long and drawn out. It
it
gives you
is
your challenges in a
definitely.
different way, trying to be consistent from day to day, as opposed to round to round.
Exactly, and then not having that time shot to try and get your mind in the game when you're just going
Yep.
straight to first round.
Yep.
It's very different. I've done that a couple times when we had the 10Ks last year at the Valley, and then I went to Maple Grove in October. So I had one day of testing, and then the rest of the days were going to first round. So I was like, "Oh, what am I gonna dial?"
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's definitely different.
now interesting little piece on her car, Pete. I don't know if you saw Jerron's comment or not, but he painted that car a few years ago.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep.
Very cool.
I
So
don't
we know
know
what's good with
who
your
the
car, that's
previous
for
owner
sure.
was, but yeah, he painted it for the previous owner apparently.
Okay. See, yeah, I bought it from a guy out in Jamestown, Pennsylvania. Um, and he told us a little bit about the car. Um, but my dad was the one that tracked down from day one of it being built in '07 to every single hand it's been through.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he did all that research. And it was down in Florida at one point, and then it came back up here, but it stayed over on the western side of New York racing, at like Empire, I think it is. But yeah, so it was kind of cool to learn some history about it. It's and I try to keep it nice. And I mean, it's a 2007, but it's cool. I have to go back to the comments and see. I did not see that.
Yeah, it's Jerron Settles. He's a good friend of Pete's. He actually painted Pete's Vega as well. I mean, he's painted a lot of cars.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
all the artwork on the front of my car, the grill, the headlights. I replaced the nose on it. And he didn't match up the flames on the door. He did all the flames. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, he basically all the artwork on my car he did.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, it's also nice to know like that someone painted it that's still around, in case something ever happens and I can go to them. It'd be
Yeah.
nice too.
Yeah, and he travels too, so it makes it convenient.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Lizzie, why don't you tell us a little bit about who helps you out and keeps the program going?
So it's been me and my dad for many years. He started racing in 2006 with the 68 Camaro he built himself. And then when I was old enough, we started going to the track together, and I was helping him out and towing him around. And doing all that. And then I kind of took over the wheel of his car in, I want to say 2021. So I got my license and then was just doing like oddball races, learning how the track and everything there and getting my reaction down. And then I've always wanted a dragster. I was more comfortable in it. I did the pure speed school. And I just was like, this is my type of car. So when the time came and the opportunity came, we bought this car, and my dad's been there every step of the way. We do all the mechanical work at home. We disable the motor or like dismount it and put it back together. And we don't send it to engine shop or anything for dynoing or anything. We try and do the best we can with that. And, do everything ourselves. But yeah, so really it's been my dad the entire time. And then also my boyfriend comes now and helps me out every weekend too, where he can, and he's learning. So definitely nice, and it's nice to have a good support system behind me to help me do what I do, because otherwise I would not be doing it at all.
Cool. And how about your sponsors?
I don't have any sponsors at this time. I was trying to get the car squared away, trying to get some wins under my belt, because I was dealing a lot with not making it very far during the day. So now that I've gotten some round wins under my belt, and now a win and a runner up, I was thinking about starting to go and finding some sponsors to try and help out and further, because I would like to further my career in this, and I would love to try and get into like top dragster and then see where it goes from there. But that does take a lot more than what we got. But yeah, that's my goal, is now that I've made the goal of getting a win, working at my goal each weekend of getting to the finals, and just trying to build my resume a little bit to be able to bring something to them.
You've got the right attitude, that's for sure.
Yep.
You know. Now, my last question, just out of curiosity.
Mhm.
Somebody hands you the proverbial keys to your absolute dream race car. What is it? What class?
Field dragster.
Okay, fair enough.
A lot braver than I am.
I'll settle for, I would like to, if anything, it's hard to say being I'm so young, but before I die, I would like to drive a top alcohol dragster and see what that's like at most.
Nothing wrong with that.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, thank you very much for coming on the show. Congratulations on your first win, and I'm guessing it's definitely not going to be your last. So keep going for your goals and land some sponsors, and don't forget about us when you're famous.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome, Lizzie. Have a great night. Thank you for your time.
You too.
Take care.
All right. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
All right. Very cool. Very well spoken young lady.
Is that two? So was it the last one when we had the winners, or was there one in between?
Last week was a first time winner. You were stuck at the shop.
No, I was here for the first time winners.
Oh, that was for the
That
national
was 2
event
weeks
at
ago, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that's before you went to Florida and got the plague.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, so we had three first time winners that night. And then a week after I had a first time winner, and then we had this young lady.
Oh,
So it's
wow. So we're on a roll
five
with
in the
first time.
past roughly month.
If I win another one, it's going to feel like the first time all over again. You can interview me.
That's how we met.
That's right. Yeah, that is actually, isn't it? That's
Yeah, the
right.
National Open at Echo. I think it was
Yeah.
National.
Yeah. No, I never won an open race.
Was it a divisional?
Divisional. Yeah, I won two divisionals. I won Englishtown Divisional in the borrowed Chevelle. And then I won the ACO Divisional in my car.
Okay. Yes, that's what it was. Yeah, the AdCo divisional.
Yeah.
All right.
So all good.
So, um, hopefully, come the end of this week, we'll have an announcement on a partner joining us for the guessing game.
Oh, very
I
cool.
I got offered some stuff for this past weekend, but I figured it was such a last minute thing, and on top
Yeah.
of the simple fact that I forgot it was a double race, that I passed on it and said, let's save it for next time. And they said, okay. So hopefully, again, by the end of the week, we'll have some information for everybody about our new partner for the guessing game that
The guessing
kind
game.
of
Yep.
started as a joke, really.
Right. Took on a mind of its own, right?
It literally took on a mind of its own. But
What
yes,
was the winning number for the double?
I would have to look. So bear with me for just a minute. I believe for the first race was 2:15, according to Rob.
Yeah.
The second one, I honestly have no idea. I'd have to go through and count them all up, and I'm not going to do that right now.
Who won the guessing game? Did you go by the first one or how did you do it?
I didn't even, honestly, because it was so last minute. I
Right. It
figured
was
we
a
would
double
just
and
do it for the sake of doing it.
yeah.
'Cause I didn't have anything to offer anybody, anyways, as far as prizes.
Right.
So I didn't want to get people's hopes up that they'd finally have that $1 million that you were going to give everybody.
Yeah, right. Well, maybe
Um,
we get lucky and have one for the Lebanon Valley Division. That'd be great.
we should have something. So now, have you? Well, I know you're on the Great Car Search
Yep.
because the Vega's down.
Yep.
Did you have some luck?
I did. Um, we're in the process of surprising somebody by resurrecting a car and racing it. So I don't really want to say who yet. But when we're there, we're there. Um, so it'll be pretty cool, and it's a car that I've driven in the past. It's a pretty cool car, so I'm excited to get it back out and knock the dust off of it and get it going.
It's not the one that parks beside you at New England Dragway, is it?
No,
No. Okay.
no, no.
Very cool.
So we should be good. We're definitely gonna have some fun. I'm looking forward to hanging out with all my racing people again that I haven't seen in what feels like 100 years.
Nice.
So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, and Elijah will be there, so he'll have a second set of hands to grab wrenches and whatever.
That's what I'm talking about. Perfect.
Yeah,
I like
because
it.
that was the first thing he asked me. He goes, "When's the race in Lebanon Valley?" And I said July 4th weekend. It's like, if I can get the weekend off, can we go? Yeah. Pete
Excellent.
gonna be there? Then of course, is Pete gonna be there?
I think we
Yeah,
were going to be there no matter what, even if we were just spectators.
yeah.
But it's nice to be able to race. I miss it. Um, yeah, and I'm still working on my car like a nut. I'm guessing I'll have my car out by mid-July. I know we're going to Well, I say mid-July, probably not. I know we're going to the Jersey Shore for a week, and then we're going to Florida for a week and a half. And then, so yeah, I mean, end of July, and then August, September, I'll race, and then we're going back to school. So,
Right. Now, if you don't mind me asking, what do you got to work on to get it ready to run?
my car.
Yes.
So, the roof, I always had issues with paint bubbling. In the department head at Auto Body, when I brought, because I bring the car up to school every year, I showed it to him, and he walked over with a razor blade and cut one of the bubbles off. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, I'm not going to let you race like that." He goes, "We got to fix it. So what's the big deal?" And the paint was, I don't remember the exact numbers, but he's got a little gauge that you put right on the paint, and it'll tell you how thick it is. And it goes by mils, but it's not millimeters. It's body term for however thick it is. The average paint job, like if you went out and did this gauge on your daily driver, it's like between 4 and 6 mils. Mine was 45 on the
Oh,
roof.
holy crap.
It was ridiculous. So he grinded it all down, and my front windshield, it was Lexan before, but it's flush mount. Instead of it being recessed with the trim all the way around it, it was flush mount. But the kit that I bought to do it came with a 3/4 inch rubber gasket that I would drill through, and that mounted the window to that. The problem is if you tightened it up just a little bit, it would make the window wavy all the way around it. So since we're painting the roof and the cowl, I went and bought that scalloped metal, and I welded it all the way around the window, an eighth of an inch down, so that now when I put the window in, it'll be flush mounted and it won't be all wavy because it's actually bolting to something metal. And then I got a new windshield for it, and I got two new side windows for it. I had a radiator that was leaking, so I replaced the radiator. And then I just got to do maintenance stuff, new valve springs, and then just change fluids and stuff, and it's ready to go. So, but we have to paint the roof. I should have the metal around the window finished this week. And then as soon as school gets out, me and the body man will get together, and he'll do whatever little body work we have to do on the roof, and then paint it, make it all one color again, and then just put it back together.
And you got what, another week of school?
My last day is a week from today.
I've been out of school for a month.
I know. I know. It sucks.
Hmm.
I don't think there's another school like even the town that I live in, the town that the school is in, because, excuse me, I'm a state school. I'm not a town school.
Right,
So even the town that I'm in, they're out. They're out of school
right.
already.
Yeah, because you guys obviously had snow days.
Right.
Then you had the water main break.
We had a water main break. And
Yeah,
then because of the snow days and the water main break, we lost our whole April vacation. So the superintendent gave us Monday and Tuesday back. It was Easter weekend. So we had a half day on Thursday, Good Friday off, then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, because he gave us those two back. But
right.
those two got added on to the end of the year.
Yeah, they got added on like snow days.
So we went from getting out Thursday this week to now we have to come back on Monday. But we don't have any kids Friday or Monday.
So
So
just cleaning the shop and getting ready.
cleaning the shop, getting ready for next year, low pressure, probably working on my car if I had to guess. So it's, like even the superintendent said, because we don't have any kids, if you happen to be sick or have personal days, he's just going to kind of go like this. We have 182 days a year that students have to be in school, but the mandatory is 180. So that's why he took those 2 days. And the kids don't have to make them up because it just brought them from 182 to 180. They're still legal. But no matter what we do, we have to work 188. So just because he was able to give the kids 2 days back, he couldn't do it with us. So
Gotcha.
here we are. But
Gotcha. 'Cause
it's still 188 days, no matter how you look at it. It's just what piece of the pie they take it out of, you know?
teacher contracts, man.
Yeah.
All part of the fun.
Yep. Yep. No doubt.
All right. So this past weekend at Maryland International Raceway, MIR, Budds Creek, whatever you want to call it, was the double divisional for NHRA Division One.
Now, this is the one that got added on in haste when they found out that they lost Maple Grove. Am I right in saying that?
I believe you are correct in that, yes.
I don't want to say it got added on in haste, like NHRA wouldn't have bought the track anyway. But I feel like it was like very shortly after the announcement in Maple Grove that they announced this race. The national
Definitely,
first,
it definitely had a huge holy crap factor to it. At least
right,
that's what it felt like.
right. And this was the national event that there were no sportsmen. And then they had the double divisional a couple weeks later, correct?
They had comp and top sportsman or top dragster.
Oh, okay.
And then yes, so they had the double divisional this
Right.
weekend. So race number one, stock eliminator. There was actually double up as well as far as winners go.
Yep.
Stock eliminator, 6 round race. Matt Lisa over Bubba Linky.
Wow. Two names you never hear.
No, never at all. Comp eliminator. Joe Carniscali over Steve Zupka. I think Carniscali has won every race that he's entered this year, if I remember right.
Wow.
So that I've wondered if that is an old Pro Stock car.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna have to find out the answer to that question. Uh, Super Stock, Dean Maury over Brian Warner. Super Comp, Phil Molicella over Ken Moses. Super Gas, the door car over, I think Tim Powell's car is a Roadster. Uh, Rick Mattioli in that beautiful blue Camaro.
Camaro. Yep.
Oh, and I'm being told Kevin. All right, we'll get to. Hold on, I'll get to that in just a minute. And I'm being told no, it's not. So I assume Aaron is talking about Carniscali's car.
Pro stock car, right? It's
Yeah,
not.
that thing is just badass cool.
Yep.
I think it's a stick shift, uh, 6 cylinder, wheel standing. Just that car is the epitome of cool,
Yeah,
in
right.
my
Yeah.
opinion. But I'm comp biased,
Yeah,
unless
yeah.
you ask me to explain how the class
Yeah,
works.
yeah, right.
Let's see, Super Street, Donald Webb over Chip Johnson. And let's see. Top sportsman, Rob Hyatt over Dale Conson. And top dragster, Kevin Robb over Christina Parks. All right, let's go to race number 2. and they're not showing anything.
Perfect.
What the hell? Oh, I hate that. Now I gotta look at my computer. I thought it. See, I got cocky when I was looking up the results. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna actually have my stuff together for the
Yeah.
results this week. Oh, here we go. See, all right, good. Let's see. Super stock final round, race number 2, and MIR. Justin Pachillo over Pat Glade. Comp eliminator. Joe Carnescali over Tom Miller. Stock eliminator. Matt Lisa with the double up over David
Wow.
Barton. Yep.
Very cool.
Super Gas. Steve Furr over Richard Stroud. Super Comp. Tommy Stalba over Phil Mollicella. So that means Mollicella won the first race, runner up the second race. I would call that a successful weekend.
I would say that's a pretty good weekend.
I would say so. So congratulations to both of them. Super Street. John Burgess over Frank Volpe. That's Frank A.
Yeah. Junior.
Jr. Top Sportsman. Mike Daniel over Frank Volpe Sr.
Yeah, I heard he runnered
So,
up.
yep. So good job to both Volpes.
The Volpe crew had it going on this weekend,
Yeah,
huh?
they had a good weekend. Kevin Robb over Steve Furr and Top Dragster. And Junior Dragster, 11 to 18. Calvin Weaver over Gabby McCloskey. And Nicholas Antoinette over Anthony Fitch in junior 6 to 10. So we would be remiss in our duties if we didn't give a shout out to J Lock because he had a decent weekend for the first time out with
Yep.
the brand new car.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah, did all
so
right.
congratulations to Jason Lawrence on a good weekend again with the whole new front to back, top to bottom, side to side uh duster.
Yep.
So and his son as well with
Yeah.
G-
Thank
Gesundheit
you.
as
Thank
a
you. Thank you.
junior.
Good stuff.
Yes. So also very happy to announce that I have my live stream set up 100% working. And unless something tragically changes between now and August, we will be live streaming all 3 days of the Dues and Twin 10Ks at Lebanon Valley Dragway.
Very cool.
And if the signal is strong enough on Saturday night, um, there is officially talk of a practice tree race over at the clubhouse.
I
So,
love it. We'll be there.
so don't forget this Friday night coming up at Lebanon Valley Dragway is the Night of Fire. Hopefully, I looked at the long-term forecast, which is always a bad idea.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, it is.
So hopefully that happens. If not, be there the Friday of the divisional event. So bring Pete's cheerleader with me.
There you go. I like it.
Yep. Oh, listen, we wanted to say thank you to Lizzie Finkel for being our guest tonight,
Yes.
and Pete for showing up.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I make an appearance.
You got to make a guest appearance.
Right.
Let all your fans know you're still alive.
On a Monday night to boot.
Yes, and on a Monday night. Good thing it started raining because I messaged him this morning. I'm like, are you available tonight? A little while later, I get a message back. Yeah, it's supposed to pour. I should be home.
All good. We made it.
Yeah, cool.
All right, buddy.
So congratulations, all the winners from this past weekend. Again, thank you to Lizzie Finkel for coming on and hanging out with us and learning a little bit more about her and her racing. And we will see you probably next week.
Yes, we will.
All right, everybody, have a great night. Stay safe if you're traveling.
See you,
See
buddy.
ya. See ya.